It's about to make a lot of dust, even though I have my Dust Sucker 3000 right here. Well, didn't mean for that to happen. I don't even know what to call it. Work in progress. Well, good morning, everyone. It is an early morning again. It's 5 a.m. And as you can see, I brought my puppy out here. She likes to hang outside with me. She's older. She's almost 11 years old, but brought her out here just to, let her hang out with me. She'll probably take a nap on her bed. No big deal. So this morning, I need to continue on this stack that you see here, just like you saw me working on the other day. But first, just like any other shop, I gotta clean up a bit. Here, let me show you. So this is probably the only workbench in America that's this nasty. That needs to happen. Also, any wonderful trip hazards. I need to put away my Dremel tools for right now. I'll use them later. Sweep up my floor, move my vacuum over to my high-tech sanding machine here. And you can see it's going to be my dust recollection. As I sand it, it spins this way. As I sand the sticks, it spins that way, excuse me. And the dust gets sucked in there. Unless it's too much dust at a time, and then it just goes everywhere else. All over my mower, all over me, and my dog's talking to somebody. She sees something. I hope it ain't no cat. What do you see? Huh? You just hear a dog barking. False alarm, folks. All right, so let me go ahead and get to cleaning up real quick. Obviously, it's going to be a time lapse, so I don't bore you with the details, but it's going to be a real quick 10 seconds, 20 seconds, so let's go. Before I start, look at all this real estate to fill up with more crap later on. Yeah. Alright, cleaning is done. Alright, so the next step for me is to go jump on these sticks here, go work on those, and let me show you what I wanted to do. Alright, so a couple days ago, I grinded down the little twigs, little branches sticking out that I couldn't get with any pruners or loppers or anything like that, like it was too close. And then I sanded down a couple of these Sweetgum here, just sanded off the outer bark, leaving the mid bark, which just leaves this pretty cool color. Sorry if my lawnmower's throwing you off. Leaves that pretty cool color, and then whenever you go cover it up with any polyurethane or any type of sealer, it will, look awesome and just it'll be dark too, real dark, like this is what it'll come out to, like that. That's cool. But what I want to do with two of them today, or this morning, is I'm going to try to sand in some vines into it, like some imitation vines. Obviously, it's not as cool as the real thing, but I'll make do with what I have. Let me see. I might have one over here that I tried and attempted. It's not as good as the real thing, and it's not as good as it could be either. You can see where I started it and just swirled it down. And this time around, because that was one of my first times ever trying that, this time around, I'm going to try to make them a little tighter than that other one. That other one, they were pretty spaced out apart. So I'm going to jump on those Sweetgum, add some little swirls, and hopefully I have more time after that, and hopefully I don't mess it up. I'm just starting to learn how to do this, so hopefully it turns out good. Hopefully I don't mess it up, and just take your time. but I'm going to add those with my sander here and you'll see it. All right, so what I'm about to do is about to make a lot of dust. Even though I have my Dust Sucker 3000 right here, hooked to my shop vac, it's going to still make a lot of dust because I am sanding into that Sweetgum so much that it's just going to be throwing it everywhere. It's going to be so much for my shop vac to pull in, but eventually I'll get me a nice little dust collector. But for now, Dust Sucker 3000 is going to work out. All right. Hook up my vacuum. All right, woo, that was dusty. All right, so we got them done, and you can see them here. Add a little swirl action into it. Not bad, better than my last round. Well, didn't mean for that to happen. Okay. All right, so you just saw me sanding that Sweetgum. You can see them right here. You can actually, okay, you can see it pretty good in the camera. The little imitation vine, little swirl added on. I got a few more Sweetgum in this pile here. I got one more because I want to keep one dark too, just by itself as is. So I got one more to add the swirl into, and it's probably going to be the bigger one. Here, let me grab it real quick. And I think this is the one I sanded yesterday. No, it wasn't. I don't know. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some vine into this guy too. But the problem is, when adding vines that you probably can't see on camera, but you see this little lump, you see this little rise, you see this other little lump. Eventually what it does, whenever you're trying to add the swirl, it'll grab it and shoot another way. Any of you guys has ever used a Dremel on a curved surface or like that, it can run for actually a flat surface. It'll run from you. But anyway, I want to, after I'm done with this one, I'm going to go throw on some 220, like I said before, and then I'll finish sanding the other one. Let me go ahead and knock that out real quick on some time lapse. So Pepper just got done saying good morning to the neighbors. She was screaming and yelling. There was a lady right over there with her dog, and she's looking for him now, but I distracted her long enough to make them disappear that way. They gone. So like I said earlier, I'm trying to get better at adding the vines, but this one turned out way better. Actually, on the wood itself, the Sweetgum wood, there are a ton of streaks. Let's see if I can get it clear. You can see those streaks within the wood itself, in the grain. And you can see it there. It goes all the way down. All right, so here's my work from today. You can see the little imitation vines, swirly durlies, let's call them that. I put in those walking sticks. They're not finished. I know I say that every time, but I only worked on it with 120 grit, and then I need to hit over it again with 220 to smooth it out, and then hand sand it. I also need to add lanyard holes to all these guys, and that's gonna take a little bit of time, but not too bad. All right, guys, so that's it for me this morning. It's 6:08 now, what my phone says. All I did was knock out some cleaning. You saw that. I've knocked out the vines on these guys, and then I'll be back tomorrow, back in the shop to finish these, add lanyard holes, and work on some other sticks I have piled up here. This is my, I don't even know what to call it, work in progress chain. I don't know. But anyway, so this is it. And I did another one. This is not my favorite one. My favorite one's hanging up. But anyway, I'm gonna go eat me some breakfast, go take a shower, and get ready for my 9 to 5, and I'll be back here in the morning. You guys have a great day. guys get out there, have fun, and keep sticking to it. Have a great day.